All my life, been grinding all my life. Push the line from the morning to the night. All my life, been grinding all my life. Only give it one chance, so you gotta do it right. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Push the line from the morning to the night. Yeah, yeah. All my life, been grinding all my life.
Doughnut Economics is a visual framework for sustainable development.
Give it one chance, so you gotta do it right. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Push the line from the morning to the night. Yeah, yeah. All my life, been grinding all my life. Only give it one chance, so you gotta do it.
How much was?
But the idea is that we go back and have a bit of something you can think of about your own mistake. Because the money shops to run into wherever you want to run. You can sell fashion tonight. You can buy stuff online and sell it in your shop. Like you guys, you come up and you just you turn a shop into a boxing gym, a barber shop.
What I personally enjoyed most about Doughnut Economics is the fact that nothing goes to waste, and everything is recycled, brought back into the community somehow in a different way, and also that all the manufacturers and producers manage to work together and do better for the economy.
By the way, I don't want one-word answers. Yeah, that's what I did. I need more context.
Yeah, and a green layer is the ideal layer without underusing the earth and everyone starving and not being educated and not using our resources to max, to good efficiency.
Whose voices are not being heard? Homeless. Most people just take homeless.
Elderly, because I see that some elderly people in the community, they don't really have that helping hand. A lot of them, their kids are married, that they ain't got no one looking after them, or they might be by themselves.
I would say Tower Hamlets in general, I would say mostly disadvantaged individuals, also those who come from ethnic minorities, like let's say a disabled Asian person, a disabled Somali person. The community, I don't know, the government or the council don't really look at them as if they're disadvantaged, they'll just treat them as if they're as a collective, as a number. So yeah.
So you say marginalized people?
Yeah, marginalized, yeah, those are the ones who are being appreciated and helped in the way they need to.
What has COVID-19 made visible? Obviously, COVID-19 went up.
You saw the issues in housing, you saw the issues in...
And then how people are treated the same.
The impact of mental health on young people. So more or less, I saw it myself, not personally, but within other people getting depressed.
Inequality involved between the poor and the rich. But if you actually look into it, the only people that actually gained money during the pandemic was billionaires, and people that lost money was everyone else. So that shows you there the inequality involved. Another one is the fragileness of the work that we do. So
Connectivity, you spoke about connectivity, more work opportunities, and you spoke about connectivity for one area that I think even Town as well is trying to tackle is digital inclusion. Not everybody has access to internet, regardless. So for you to be able to have the same opportunities, some people don't have internet, they don't have computers or laptops in their homes. What is the community's greatest strength? What is community's greatest strength? What can we tap into that can allow us to achieve transformation in our community?
resiliency. I would say personally within the Somali community, we are very resilient people, especially come from the background where we come from. A lot of people, not my generation personally, but I'll say 2 generations ahead of me, they came from war, my mom.
What does it mean for people to thrive in your community? And then you cover aspects like food, water.
Thriving means the people ensure they need to be able to provide for the ones that they care about without going industry. And also feeling appreciated by those around them, and also not being taken for granted. And also feeling safe in their community, in their house, wherever it may be, without any hesitation.
Interesting. Very, very important aspects.
Let me introduce you to the one donut that might actually turn out to be good for us. So imagine humanity's resource use radiating out from the middle. That hole in the middle is a place where people are falling short on life's essentials. They don't have the food, healthcare, education, political voice, housing that every person needs for a life of dignity and opportunity. We want to get everybody out of the hole, over the social foundation and into that green donut itself.
The Doughnut economic model covers many different aspects. It looks at how people in a society can thrive and what does it mean for them to thrive. So it looks at things like education, health, community, equity. And as an organization, we aim to support our community to live well, to not only live well, but to also thrive and survive. And that's why the Doughnut economic model resonates very well with me.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Push the line from the morning to the night. All my life, been grinding all my life. Only given one chance, so you gotta do it right. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Push the line from the morning to the night. Yeah, yeah. All my life, been grinding all my life. Only given one chance, so you gotta do it right.
We're skipping the list of the honorable members of the Shanti. Oh, this guy, I know, but you came for that 15 weeks. I went for bit. You come for that 2-3 weeks. Yeah. You're right, though. You got me at a bad time.
We're at the trip, we're learning about a new model which we're hoping to implement in Granbury Space and just back home in London, called Doughnut Economics. And at first, it was a struggle for us to understand what was meant by Doughnut Economics, but we sort of realised that Doughnut Economics is trying to prioritise the major challenges in the world, which carbon emissions and deforestation.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Push the line from the morning to the night. All my life, been grinding all my life. Only given one chance, so you gotta do it right. All my life, been grinding all my life.
That building became a kind of gathering site for lots of different kinds of activity. We turned the building into what we call now the Archive House. The Archive House would do all of these amazing things. Very significant people in the city and beyond would find themselves in the middle of the hood. And that's when I felt like there was maybe a relationship between my history with clay and this new thing that was starting to develop. That we were slowly starting to reshape how people imagined the south side of the city. One house turned into a few houses. And we always tried to suggest that not only is creating a beautiful vessel important, but the contents of what happens in those buildings is also very important. So we were not only thinking about development, but we were thinking about the program. Thinking about the kind of connections that could happen between one house and another, between one neighbor and another. That what seems necessary in cities like Akron, Ohio, and Detroit, Michigan, and Gary, Indiana, is that there are people in those places who already believe in those places. They're already dying to make those places beautiful, and that often those people who are passionate about a place are disconnected from the resources necessary to make cool things happen, or disconnected from a contingency of people that could help make things happen.
I knew you required a chance to keep it quiet. Yeah, we want to keep it out,
What I learned right now is that you could actually create something like this guy that's worth 10 million.
It was good to bring all the boys out their comfort zone. A lot of people met new people, networking was made, so it was a very good trip in general.
And I personally believe that this was a good trip, a very mindful and mind-opening trip.
The boys can go back with maybe at least one strong idea to implement back into their own neighbourhoods, in their own estates, and in their own Young Black Men Hub. I want to thank Lankelly Chase, our funder, who really understands what we're trying to achieve, trying to create a just way of working, a way that focuses on ensuring that our boys are empowered, that gives them an opportunity to make mistakes, that allows for space for errors and difficulty. That means sometimes deadlines are not met, and that's part of why this trip was very important, to expand their consciousness.
Right now, I want to talk about general.